Hello and welcome to the Prop Shop, episode 16, final episode of the year. And I'm gonna see.
Oh yeah, I killed a diva.
Hey, hey, hey! I said be quiet. All right.
Out of mouth.
Thank you. All right. So this is a different angle. I decided to put my webcam on something else, and we'll see how that works. That way you can more clearly see what I'm working on. And you don't necessarily see my face the entire time. So, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out here in just a wee bit, I'd say. But just to open us up, we're going to have a little bit of theme music. And yeah, hey, look at that. It's my hand. Check it out. Look at that. Amazing.
Rose his mighty shield. All those who chose to oppose his shield must yield. It is led to a fight, and a duel is due, and the red and the white and the blue come through when Captain is wearing his mighty shield.
All right, you're welcome. There's the theme song. All right, cool. As you can see, the light, when we are doing it this way. Oh, hey, by the way, did it pop up? Sis on Facebook that I'm live. I'm 90% sure it popped up, but I'm not 100%. Anyways, so now you guys see that the light doesn't shine direct, how it shines directly at the camera pretty much. This is more from my point of view. So from my point of view, it just makes the area a lot brighter, which is a lot helpfuler. So last time we worked on the right arm for the Iron Man Mark I armor, and this is that finished product. Obviously, it's going to look way cooler once we put some Plastidip on it and we paint it, but that's kind of how it turned out. Let's see how it looks with the glove. I'll put it on my left hand just because that's the glove I have, because we're building the left hand today. But this is sort of how it looks now, right? And then this part here, it's going to be he has this weird little metal thing here, and then on the top, somewhere I'm going to put the flamethrower sort of thing that he has. So this is the right hand, excuse me. This is the right hand. I'm building the left hand. Need to get that completely under control with what we are actually doing so it makes sense. So building the right hand, we're basically going to do the same thing. And that is, we're going to build the same underpart. So it's still going to look like this. The base layer of the right hand is going to look like this hand. We're not going to do all the extra lining with the smaller millimeter foam. We are actually going to put a bunch of really thick foam over it. So if you've ever looked at a reference image for the Iron Man Mark I armor, I've looked at so many references images. It's like basically burned into my mind at this point. So, I know it like the back of my hand. It's really crazy. But if you look at one, the left arm, I bet it already in, has like missiles and stuff under it, so it has all these extra compartments on top of the metal kind of glove that goes over his arm. So because of that, it's like way, way bulkier. And I mean, it is seriously stupid bulky, the left arm. And it also has a little extra thing for the shoulder we still need to make. Just gotta follow that line. Really gotta walk the line here. Now the lines on the bottom do not have to be perfect. So as you can see, I made a scrap piece of foam, and I'm just gonna cut these little bits off. But they do not have to be perfect, at all. I mean, sure, you can make a nice thing like that. It doesn't really matter because of how much, just the sheer amount of stuff we're going to put over this. You're not going to notice any rough edges. And because it's the Mark I, it's made out of scraps. So it also doesn't matter how rough it looks, which I also really like about the Mark I. It's very lenient process there. So this is the bottom part of the hand. Goes like that. The top part, I did all this measuring and stuff. I did everything here. That probably looks like gibberish to most people, but that is for myself in the light. that is my scribbles. So that pretty much makes sense. So now, as you can see, we did 10 inches high the first time. Second time, we're going to make it 15 inches long. So this is the bottom part. The other part is the top part, obviously. So we're going to make this side 15 inches long, which means we cannot use our normal foot ruler. We got to use one of these babies. And we're going to kind of use it like this. So we'll just put it right at the 15 here. The reason I'm building it off this is because it's also 6.5 inches long or whatever. So we'll just, whatever, line it up without knocking over just a ton of my stuff. That's 15, that's 15. Right there. And now I need to make sure it is 6.5. And we'll make it 6.5 from this side, because that side has a bunch of extra junk on it. But that right there is the line we need to go on. So let's try that again. There we go. 6.5, and then we just need to make sure it's exactly 15 across. I'm going to make a 6.5 check mark here. So that way we sort of know where it's going to be. If we say this is the bottom, that's how much extra there is. Does that line up to 6.5? No, that lines up to like 7 something. So 6.5 would be down here. So it would be this. That's our true blue mark right there. And now that we have that, we'll do that. And that perfectly lines up. This top one is ours. So I'll make sure I know it. Fantastic. And now we got to cut this out going along the inside since I drew on the outside, obviously. Is my voice picking up? I don't know if it is or not. It's over there. It should be picking up fine. I am equally far away from my computer as I am normally, so that is perfectly okay. Let's get cutting. I don't know if this angle is a good angle for people or not, because this is really like, it'll show off the work a lot better, but, you know, it has 100% less me in it. Not 100%, like, I don't know, it's a good percentage. I'd say if it's just my arms, that's a good 80% less me. If we say an arm is 10% of me. Yeah, sure, that sounds about right. Maybe not, but, you know, close enough for me. Right at the beginning of this, I said I better cut along the inside of the line, and I cut along the outside of the line for both cuts I made. So that's always good. That's okay. It really doesn't make that big of a difference. As you can see, there's a bunch of extra junk on this side. We're just going to cut those little bits off. To as close as we can get it without it looking terrible. Or at least looking too terrible. Yeah. All right. We're like 10 minutes in. I'm not a fan of how this looks, actually. So, what we're going to do is unplug this guy, put this guy over here, and I think we're just going to move the camera around because I like to look at my face. I'm shallow. I'll be the first to admit that. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to change it so I can look at my face. because this is really weird. I mean, it makes it way easier to look at my reference material, but no, yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a huge fan. I don't even know where exactly to put this thing. I suppose if we just put it right down here, that I can still sort of pay attention to the live feed and also, all right. So, whoa, where are we going? It's crazy. Crazy town. We're going to crazy town. Hey, how you doing? This is really up close, really personal. I hope I brush my teeth. Make sure I unwind it right. Hi there, how you doing? It's a good side of me, I know. Thank you. Thank you for your compliment. It needs to go down lower. This is quality stuff here. Do 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 do. Hi. This is great. Check out my shoulder, man. Looking all kinds of awesome. Is that close enough? Hey, little buddy, wake up. All right. Let's get the cord figured out here. And then, actually, we can totally put my computer back where it was.